Phula Singh was one of the two generals of Ranjit Singh. So, Phula Singh was the one who made the empire of Ranjit Singh by combining all the Punjabi clans into one Khalsa army. Was the job of Phula Singh. And he was actually from the Nihang sect of the Sikhs, which were responsible for protecting the Golden Temple, the most sacred place for the Sikhs. And he was also in charge of a lot of administrative stuff at the Golden Temple. And when Ranjit Singh wanted to get Amritsar, which was under the Bhangi Sikhs, which were appointed by Ahmad Shah Abdali, Phula Singh was the one who changed the allegiance of Bhangi Sikhs with the Ranjit Singh, so they became partners. So he was given best placed in the court of Ranjit Singh, and he was very close with the Khalsa as well, and he also gave the golden color to the Harminder Singh, or the Golden Temple in Amritsar. In the Battle of Nowshera on 14 March 1823, he was killed. So how he was killed by the Pashtun tribesmen of Nowshera, because the tribesmen killed him in the Battle of Nowshera as he was riding a camel, and he got killed here, and his tomb and samadhi is right here in Nowshera. The Pashtun tribesmen had accumulated those of Yusafzais, Afridis and Khataks because of call for jihad by the Abdali Pashtuns. Abdali Durrani Pashtuns ruled Indian subcontinent from Kabul to Delhi in the Afghania province, which was one of the 20 provinces of the Mughal Empire, because Ahmad Shah Abdali was married into family of Mughals, and his sons Taimur Shah had sons like Shah Shuja, who was in Lahore. Lahore in Kashmir was under him. Second was Zaman Shah in Peshawar, and third was Mahmud Shah. All three were trying to become king of Afghania province. So Shah Shuja was actually partner of Ranjit Singh, and in this battle he was with Ranjit Singh and the British, who, because of the great game, they wanted to go towards Kabul and capture Afghanistan as much as it can. And Nowshera was Afghanistan, Peshawar and even Lahore was Afghanistan, but Lahore first went to Ranjit Singh and the British because of Shah Shuja partnership, because of the Amritsar agreement, and then went Kashmir and Multan, and then Attock, and then came Pir Sabak, Nowshera, which is right there on the map near the Kabul River. On one side is Pir Sabak and the hills where the Mujahideen Pashtun forces were there. On the other side is Hakimabad, where the army of Abdalis were under the Wazir Azim Khan Barakzai. So I am Dr. Khurrum Shaukat Yusafzai. So let's go to the site or the battleground to show you the tomb or samadhi of the Akali Phula Singh, one of the generals who was killed by the Pashtuns. Here, the second general was killed in Peshawar, called Hari Singh Nalwa. After you reach Nowshera, the cantonment and this Jeet Grand Trunk Road is in the Hakimabad area. As you can see, I showed you on the map. So if you want to reach Pir Sabak, you have to cross the cantonment and then take a left towards the Pir Sabak hills. When you will reach there, you will see the site where the Mujahideen, Yusafzai, Afridis and Khataks were there, and they were fighting this army of Ranjit Singh. In the Ranjit Singh's army, there were a lot of British European officers controlling the artillery under European generals. The East India Company had forged a partnership with the Sikhs after 1806 Amritsar Agreement. Then there were multiple agreements like 1809 and then other ones. So the Sikhs and the British were one, and they were trained, armed, and their army was trained on the European style of fighting, and they were also wearing the European dresses in the battle. So they had abandoned the Sikh dress in favor of the European dress and European training. So that made a difference because their fighting style was modern as compared to Mujahideen, who were irregulars and they had no formal training in the military. Both the forces were equal, around 25,000 on each side. The Ranjit Singh army also had Nepali general and Nepalese mercenaries, as well as the Sikhs, and also some Pashtun tribesmen who were mercenaries paid by Shah Shuja, the brother of Zaman Shah, because Shah Shuja wanted to be the king, and so was the wish of Zaman Shah and also Mahmud Shah. So the infighting or Tarbur Wali had weakened the Durrani Empire, and Ranjit Singh was taking advantage. So first he captured Amritsar, then Lahore. After Lahore, he captured Amritsar, then Kashmir, then Multan, then Attock, and then this was the next battle. So in the Pir Sabak hills of, as you can see in the background, the hills are there, and these are the fields where this battle took place. And here is this Kabul River, which is tributary of the Indus River, and this is the point which is not that deep. As you can see, the cattle are standing in the water, and there is a small tiny island, and on the other side is Akimabad. So you can literally cross this area through a horse, or maybe on foot, or maybe through a small boat. So this was an ideal spot for the battle, because the Sikh army could not cross from Attock, but they had crossed from Hun Sawabi area to this part of Nowshera. And after this battle was fought, the whole Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province went to the British and the Sikhs. But this battle, which was done in 1823, this Phula Singh was killed, and Hari Singh was killed later in 1837, which was the end of the Sikh power in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, just in matter of years. But the British took over. Of course, they were there already in partnership with the Sikhs. So the situation till 1947 was changed because of this battle, and this is a very historic place, and I did a lot of research to bring you this marvelous video to tell you the situation. In the other video, I will tell you about the Battle of Nowshera, what really happened in this battle and how it was fought. And also I will tell you about the agreements between the Sikhs and the British, the Amritsar agreements. I will make a video on that as well, because I'm getting many questions and people are thinking these are just videos. They're not just videos. There's big research and big effort behind this video, and this is like a service and like a record of the history I found after a lot of research and painstaking reading dozens of books. The samadhi or the tomb is right there. As you can see, there are no walls. In the old picture, there were when it was made, there were walls around it. Now you can see only um, the base of the walls. And there was a big flood in 2010 here in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa that washed away the walls. Although in recorded history in 1930 there was also a big flood here, which killed a lot of the Sikh army stationed here. Or in 1830, I think there was a flood as well. Maybe there was a flood here in 1830 in the recorded history. Floods happen because the ice melts on the mountains on top of the Himalayas, and then they come through this Indus River tributaries, which is one of the biggest rivers in the world. And Kabul River is one of the western tributaries. And there are 5 tributaries on the east called, which gives the name Punjab to this area. But this area is in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. So Phula Singh was very influential and very close to Ranjit Singh, and after his death he was cremated, because the tradition of Hindus and Sikhs is same, because Sikhs was a breakaway from the Hindus, so they have these similar rituals of burning the dead body. They also perform sati, the wives are also burned, but not in the modern India because of the human right concerns. But this was their traditions in the past, which was finished by the Muslim Afghan rulers of Indian subcontinent, who abolished all these customs, especially around Alauddin Khilji, who was a Pashtun ruler of Indian subcontinent. He also defeated 18 times the Mongols who had conquered all Arabia and Europe. One of the biggest conqueror like Alexander was not able to come here because of the Pashtuns. As you can see, the Samadhi, this is the old photo of the Samadhi. You can see that the Sikh construction of the walls around this Samadhi. This is the Samadhi of Phula Singh. Over there you can see that is where, because the Hindus and the Sikhs are burned, they are not buried, so they have their ritual, their dead body is burned, and after burning, that dead body was burned here of Phula Singh, so they make a Samadhi, just like we showed the Samadhi of Hari Singh. Now we are seeing the Phula Singh Samadhi, and this is very historic because in the name of Phula Singh, many cities in India. So this is actual Samadhi of the Phula Singh, which I am telling you. And this was actually in a better state, but because of 2010 floods, which was so high, it was as high as this gate. This building, which is like made by the Sikhs, and I think the Sikhs made a building here. As you can see, this is the typical Sikh, Punjabi Sikh construction. As you can see, this is the actual place. You can see the walls. So this is what actually Phula Singh and the Sikhs made this one. You can see the wall. You see, this is the actual, yes, this was the actual Sikh archaeological Phula Singhs. You can see the walls, you see. You can see the stairs. And if you can see there, that is the Sikh construction. This is actually, the building over there is actually British construction. So this is the thing of Phula Singh. So I'm one of the first to bring this nice video, and this would be very interesting for the Sikhs. And I hope they can contribute money to the archaeology department of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa so they can make this again, because this has historical significance for the Sikhs and also for the Pashtuns, and it should be preserved. This is actually the
Samadhi of Phula Singh, as you can see, it is made up of marbles, as in the books of Sikhs, they say that there was marble. So this was made of marble, and this is the actual Sikh area. There was marble here, but in 2010, the floods came and it destroyed the walls. As you can see, the walls are all destroyed. I will show you. They are all destroyed. You see this. In 2010, this was all destroyed. The Sikhs would use the water for cleaning themselves, and they would use the water of Kabul River. So now you can see the building has fallen. So this is the and you can see some marble building on this side. You see the marble. I think somebody, this was the school actually. The marble structure was a school, which we just showed from inside. I think they put the marble on this and made it a school, which was recently removed because this is historical building and nobody can use it apart from the archaeology department. So maybe they removed it, but you can see the marble, and it is extended right up to there.
There are actually 13 acres of land which belongs to the Okaf or the religious department, and it's not with the archaeology department, but the Okaf is taking care of it. And there is actually an agricultural uh, attachment at the back, so they are taking care of this facility. And you can see the dilapidated you know situation of this samadhi, and definitely somebody should come through our channel so it can be helped and this can be reconstructed and its former glory should be restored. And I hope the people in India or the Sikhs watching this can contribute towards its improvement, and maybe we can help them. The building at the back is actually the military building, and you can see there is like uh, iron gates. It looks like a British construction than the Sikhs construction at the background. And you can see there's some marble in the front of the building on the right. So maybe this samadhi was attached with the one on the right, but the one on the other side actually is British, uh, like a barrack or something. It looks more like a barrack. Now it is abandoned. Before there was a school inside, functioned as a school, but then the government stepped in because of the historical significance. And but no money is actually spent on this because archaeology is with the province of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, but tourism is still with the federal government, and the money earning is from tourism and the money spent is on archaeology. So there's no money to actually fix this, and this gemstone of history would be lost, because it's near the river and there's flooding, and very soon it can fall over if not repaired. And because of its significance for the Punjabi Sikhs and also for the Pakhtuns, it's about time people should come and fix this and do something about it. So, the purpose of my video was to inform the people who are interested in such things to come forward. You can see at the bottom is like a stone wall, but on top is actually bricks. So, it seems that there is like construction. The bottom one was maybe at the time of Sikhs, maybe 1823, but the top one maybe later by the British. And you can see these rooms were used for storing the gunpowder and the cannons, but now maybe used for the people doing drugs. And you can see in the building there is like the British steel imported from UK, used as a building material. I hope the archaeology people can shed light on its construction, because at the the bottom one, the doors are wooden, but in some places the doors are iron. So there need to be there's not even a board informing people that this is a historical place, which is a pity. And I hope this site can be preserved, and it should be understood and valued. So let's work together and save this. And you see, the building has a military significance. Next, I will tell you about this building, and I will also show you the building from inside when I make the next video on the Battle of Nowshera or the Battle of Pir Sabak, where I would tell you what really happened there, how the battle was fought, and what was the outcomes, and who were the people in that battle. You see, this wall carries to the Samadhi, and now there is this pulley like structure which is used like a bridge to go to Hakimabad by the local people to cross over and go there. So I wanted to do this video for last 2 years, and with great difficulty I had the access to this site and get permission to film this. And as you can see, not many people know about this, and all these events are actually in the history books. But to actually go there, make an effort, I had to come from almost more than 100 kilometers away and do this video, take time to research and do this for you. You can see Hakimabad in the distance beyond the trolley, and this was the place where the Afghan troops were shooting cannons, and there were cannons here because General Ventura and General Allard, the European officers in the Ranjit Singh army, was using cannons here. And in the far off mountains were the Mujahideen who were shooting them with their small weapons. Imagine the Pashtuns who defeated 7 superpowers like Americans, recently the Russians, the British, the Mongols, Genghis Khan, who conquered the whole Middle East, the Arabs and the Europe, but they could not come to India because of the Pashtuns, the Alexander the Great, the Macedonians. How some of the books are giving wrong history that Pashtuns were defeated by Ranjit Singh, which is not correct, because not even the British could do it. And the skirmishes continued for like 300-400 years. Like it started after 1800s and it continued right up till 1947. This is what they said, the British, in their books. And they lost to the Pashtuns in Afghanistan, although the lives lost were more on the Pashtun sides because of their lack of education and the military might, but the will to fight and their perseverance, they won most of the battles, and they are the undefeatable nation so far if they come together, if they're not fighting each other like the Duranis were fighting each other. The Ahmad Shah Abdali's grandsons like Shah Shuja, Zaman Shah and Mahmud Shah, they're fighting, and Tarbur Wali made the Pashtuns weak. And the Sikhs were disciplined because they were trained by European officers, the Khalsa army. They were wearing the European uniform, they were using the European tactics, and they had regimentation. So the 12 misalchis or the tribes were one in the Khalsa army, and Ranjit Singh demonstrated discipline, and they had, of course, the help of the allies, the British, after the Amritsar agreement. So that was the reason that the Pashtuns lost. And in the battle, the wazir Azim Khan, who was working for Mahmud Shah and Zaman Shah, he actually, who was there in Hakimabad, left the battle. There was why he left the battle. Maybe he made an alliance with Ranjit Singh, just like his brothers Ata Muhammad made an alliance with Ranjit Singh in Kashmir, and his other brother Jahadad had made alliance with Ranjit Singh in the Atak because he was there in the Atak fort. So we can safely deduct and make an inference based on these circumstances that he left, and that caused the Pashtun jihadis or the Mujahideen, they felt bad and they felt betrayed by the Abdalis and Duranis who were forging, everybody was forging alliances with the British and the Sikhs, but the normal people were left, and the normal people were the one who defeated the invaders. And here is another example of this war. So the Sikhs were not able to get hold of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa after this battle of 1823. They actually got hold of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa in 1834. Ranjit Singh had to send another army in 1834 to Nowshera and then to Peshawar. But Peshawar was like piece of cake because Shah Shuja had promised Peshawar along with Kohinoor diamond to Ranjit Singh, along with two other diamonds, which were given by Shah Shuja to Ranjit Singh and to the British in return for to be the king and get rid of his brothers Mahmud Shah and Zaman Shah. And of course, it happened. Zaman Shah was lost his eyes, and in the end, he was in Ludhiana. So was Shah Shuja. He was killed later in Kabul. And Mahmud Shah's son Kamran also did not get anything after death of Mahmud Shah. So history books are full of such lessons. The lessons one can learn, and even the today's events can be gauged from whatever happened over there. And there are a lot of morals for the Pakhtuns in their stories. Also for the Sikhs, because they were used by the British against their own countrymen, against their own people, against the people who were their brothers and living on the same soil, like the son of the soils. So, making alliance with invaders is not a good idea, and Pashtuns and the Sikhs are suffering to this day because of the decisions they made 200-300 years back. So, there's a lot of things to learn from history and archaeology. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and you should like the video because of the research and the input and the man hours we put in to give you this informative video. And never before somebody made a video like this on this topic. Maybe there is a video, but not as researched and accurate as we tried to give you the real facts. So I hope you like it, and also subscribe to my channel so you can get some informative videos, same like this one. The banks of this place should also be cemented so the water erosion does not damage this tomb and samadhi, because the archaeology department and the restoration is happening, but they don't have the funds to carry out restoration, because in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa there is hundreds and thousands of years old structures, so they're not actually concentrated on the contemporary history, like which is like the 500-year history is not even considered as old here, because we have 3,000 plus things which are thousands of years old, because Indus Valley civilization is even older than the pyramids. Look at these doors and windows and how they saw the time go by. This is the well which may be used for drinking water by the Sikhs and the British troops here, and they would have taken a bath here. So, thank you very much, and I hope to see you again after you subscribe to my channel. Take care, and goodbye.